Yeah, I got time today.
Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Conversations with the Empress. I am the Empress. Mouthpiece and all. Hold on. Okay, so let's talk about it, right? I don't really ever talk about my previous marriage, but I think I'm in a place now where I can. But, I was together with somebody for 16 years and we were married for 10. And I learned a lot during that time about marriage, about what I truly wanted, who I really was, just so many things. 16 years is a long time to be with somebody, and you learn a lot. And if you don't learn a lot, then you're not doing something right. Anyway, fast forward to divorce. I got divorced in 2018, August 22nd, 2018 to be precise. One of the happiest days of my life. I remember going to the courthouse and the people in there that were getting divorced were so upset and angry, and it was just so much heavy energy. And I was like this love and light because I was so happy that I was going to be divorced and be free of the misery that I was in. And you don't get married to get divorced. People stay in relationships way longer than they should because they have hope that it will get better and it will be what it was before. But sometimes you really just have to say fuck it and cut your losses. If I had it to do all over again, I probably would have divorced him 5 years earlier than what I did. But I was hanging on, trying to fix things, trying to make things right. And, it just didn't work out like that. But after divorce, we remained friends, really good friends. He still would take our dog and all of that. And eventually he started dating somebody else, which was cool. I actually was cool with her too. Because I'm like that. I'm a cool chick like that. And things were going well. Things were going super well. They were progressing in their relationship. They were still seeing peaches and it was good. And then something happened where he allowed this woman to disrespect me and he did not have my back, which, okay, he's in a new relationship. I understand that. But in my mind, I'm like, do you know how many guys I've dated since you that wanted to disrespect you, that wanted to beat you up, that wanted to do all types of things to you? And I didn't let them do that out of respect for who you was in my life. So the fact that he allowed a woman to disrespect me and didn't have my back at all, or even say to her like, yo, don't talk to her like that, or anything like that, it showed me a lot. So at that point, I said, you know what, I'm going to just exit stage left, and I exited stage left. I didn't reach out anymore. I didn't ask if he wanted to see the dog, nothing for 2 years. So then all of a sudden, I would say maybe last October, November, I get a random text saying, oh, I know it's been a long time, but I really want to see Peaches again. And so I'm like, well, I never said you couldn't. I just stopped because it was getting to be too much dealing with your woman. And I don't want to be in the mix or have people thinking that I'm trying to hold on to something that's dead. I divorced you. So, I'll think about you seeing Peaches again. Because honestly, at that point, it had been 2 years. I had been taking care of her myself. She had new daddies because every guy I dated, end up falling in love with her and she would have a new daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't too inclined to revisit visitation. However, I have a heart, and that's always my downfall. And I said, fine, you can start seeing Peaches again. So now they're taking Peaches for me a weekend here, a weekend there, trying to hook it up so it's convenient for me for when I'm off and I need time. And so there was this one weekend in particular that was super important to me. So important that I had discussed it with them months in advance to make sure that they would be clear to take her because it was super important. So it was supposed to be a Thursday to a Sunday, which is what we discussed. So Wednesday night, I'm sending a message to say, I'm just confirming, am I dropping Peaches off tomorrow night? I get no response. Granted, it was late. I gave them the benefit of the doubt. The next day, I get up in the morning just confirming I'm dropping Peaches off tonight. So here's the woman, his new wife. Oh no, you can't drop her tonight. Tonight's not a good night. Can you do it tomorrow? Now, mind you, we have already talked about this months in advance. And unfortunately, these plans were made verbally and not by text. So as soon as she said, no, I can't, I immediately went through the text to see if I could find where we originally agreed to it, which we didn't have because it was a conversation me and her had. It wasn't text, which pissed me off because now she could just sit up and say she never said that or whatever. So I was like, well, I don't understand why it's an issue because the original plans was you were taking Thursday to Sunday. Then here she go, well, we never agreed to that or whatever because that's his late night and I'm going to be at bachelorette party. And like, mind you, she had already said, I'm going to be at the bachelorette party, but he's still going to be home. So you can still drop her. She didn't remember what she said, and that's fine. And she's like, well, I have to drive to work, so I can't talk anymore. So y'all figure it out. I said, fine. So now I'm figuring it out with him. And here she comes talking about some Thursday night's not going to work and neither is Friday morning. Okay, so if you're telling me to work it out with him, then why are you still talking? And now it becomes, well, that's my husband. And okay, bitch. Okay. How many times do you have to tell somebody that you don't want their man before they believe it? And the fact that she doesn't believe it, it just shows how insecure she is. I haven't wanted that man since I had that man. And I could have had that man for at least a year after I divorced him. I could have been back with him if I wanted to be. Don't want that man. Stop wanting that man when I was married to that man. Why are you so fucking insecure? I can't help it that I'm twice your age and I look 3 times better than you. Why you care? He like you how you are. So anyway, he ends up writing me back finally after he said, let me and her go back and forth and say, oh, it's not going to work out. By that point, I had already blocked him, blocked her, and asked my boyfriend if he could stay with my dog for the weekend, which he agreed to. My boyfriend is great. He is wonderful. He helps me so much. He takes great care of me. I'm 100% happy with him. And he handled my body the way my body needed to be handled, just so you know. Anyway, I didn't see that message from him saying he couldn't do it until halfway through my day. Because my job, I can't have my phone on me during the day. So I had him in my blocked message. But of course, I check my blocked messages. I'm human. And so when he said that, I didn't say anything. So then he wrote back another message way later talking about I don't think this thing with Peaches is going to work out. I think we should just cut our losses now and just walk away or whatever and have a nice life. So I wrote him back and I said, I agree. That's why I walked away and cut you and her off 2 years ago. You came back begging to see Peaches back in October or November, and against my better judgment, I agreed to that. But neither one of us needed you or her to come back. I haven't reached out to you in 2 years and all of a sudden you're reaching out. And now you want to say, oh, it's not working out. It had never worked out. I was done. So I said, listen, it's cool. I agree with you. Have a nice life with your fat white wife and good riddance. Because at this point I'm irritated. So he writes back, you're just jealous. Spells jealous wrong, first of all. Any of y'all know my ex-husband, y'all know he wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. You're just jealous because we have a great life and you're just an angry bitch and that's why you don't have no man now and this and that. Now bye. I could be a savage. Like, I really love to take the high road most of the time. But when people take the low road with me, I'm going to hell. So you want to go low. Now I'm going to go to hell. And then bring it back to heaven later. So I said, mad laughing faces. And I said, the fact that you think that I would be jealous of 2 very large people like you is hilarious to me. I said, when I look down, I can see my feet and my pussy. Your bitch can't do that and neither can you. You two deserve each other. You're perfect for one another, which was actually factual. Everything I'm saying is factual, okay? Nothing I said was a lie. And I said, furthermore, I have a man and I got a girlfriend too. So congratulations, you played yourself. Thirdly, if you're going to tell somebody that they're jealous, perhaps you should start by spelling it correctly. That's why my mama thought you rode the short bus when she met you. Yeah, I went low. And I also told him to make sure he keeps some diapers on hand for his shitty wife and her irritable bowels, because she has irritable bowel syndrome and she talks about it all the time how she randomly just shits on herself. Nothing that I said was a lie. Nothing you said about me was true, but everything I said about you and her is true. Listen, When I tell you I'm happy as fuck right now in my life with what I got going on romantically, professionally, my family is good, I'm eating good. Bro, let me tell you, I'm good. Okay? I've been divorced since 2018 and I've never said anything negative about this man on my platforms. But now I don't give a fuck. I might just start a whole series of stories from my marriage when I was married to give y'all some insight on what I was dealing with when I was married and also the reasons why I left. Hey, I'm gonna trash you. I'm gonna trash you and I'll never say your name. I'm actually gonna come up with a name for him and his wife. They're two very large people and he's black and she's white. So Ebony and Ivory's too nice. Let's call them the Roly Polies for now. And if I come up with something better, if y'all think of something better, we can call them that. So I said, you want to go love? I'm going to go to hell. Hell. But anyway, enough about that. So now Peaches has a new daddy who she loves very much. He takes great care of her and he takes great care of me. I was talking to him yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, I said I scheduled an appointment to get my hair braided and to get my nails done. And his response to me, which I love, was, how much is it? How much is it? And so I told him. And then when he came over here last night, he was like, oh, I'm excited about you getting your hair and your nails done. And I was like, yeah. I said, your response was really sweet. And he was like, what? I said, you said, how much is it? He said, well, you my woman. Like, I got to take care of my woman, right? I got me a good one. So trust me when I tell you, I ain't stunting nobody right now, okay? I ain't stunting nobody from my past. My ex-husband, ex-boyfriends, nobody. 100% happy where I'm at. And another thing I want to say is like, you're going to get lots of stories from people about who I am and how I am. But what you need to always understand is Scorpios are all love until you give us a reason not to be. So if you encounter somebody that's telling you negative shit about me, first ask them what they did to me. Because I'm love and light. I'm positive. I'm uplifting to people. I want to see everybody succeed and be great in their life. So if you have a negative perspective of me, 9 times out of 10, 9.99 times out of 10, you brought that on yourself. Okay? Because I could stay all love forever if people act right. But anyway, that's my story. A venting session, a sharing of some things that's going on in my life, a releasing of old energies, and a burning of a bridge that it has no need to be rebuilt. Okay? I had already burnt the motherfucker, but then here come niggas begging and shit. Good luck and good riddance. Bye. Thanks for watching. Your support is always appreciated. Don't forget to drop a comment, smash that like and subscribe, and then share. But if y'all want to show some support with them dollars though, throw your girl a CashApp on handle $EmpressElite. You feel me? Until we meet again, you gonna take these kisses.